Henderson, Grand Blanc Road. At the meeting on March 7th, I used point of order to get a clarification of your claim that you had not discussed with the supervisor, discussed merging with Metro Police. But you were not happy with me using point of order, even though it's a proper parliamentary term. None of us are perfect. I've seen you ask the treasurer for proper parliamentary procedure. I said I believe there were news articles that others, maybe you, had discussed merging. And at the swearing in of Metro meeting, you were asked 2 times if you had discussed it, and you answered 2 times no. The 2 times made me wonder why 2 times. So when you brought it up on March 7th, I thought I would get it clarified, because it seemed illogical that all the articles about 18 months Gaines Township on track to merge with Metro, like Swartz Creek did, and your campaign article saying you were in favor of our local police department, that you must have or should have in order to form an opinion, who must have discussed it in order to have an informed opinion. Who is putting us on track for this potential merger? If you, the supervisor, are on the police board, why haven't you discussed it? The supervisor must know of it. How can you be against it if you have not discussed it? I and others I have been paying taxes in Gaines Township for 30 years. And we taxpayers need a good way to ask questions about what's going on during the meeting taking place, not just being told what's being done, so that we get transparency and answers to our questions, like Jerry Cadish did. And again, I don't think he should have been made fun of by anybody on this board when he's speaking. I agree with that. I see where Flushing Township has questions before and at the end of their meeting. And I understand that the Gaines Township previous supervisor also had questions at the end of our meeting. But you canceled those meetings, those end of the meeting question sessions. That and your refusal to consider changing meetings to other than Wednesday night in order to let people who attend church on Wednesday attend our meetings give the appearance that you just don't want questions asked. These things and your negative reaction to my request for a point of information to ask a question, and your curt, out of order response to my second request, and especially your unnecessarily curt, out of order response to Mrs. Teal, further gives the appearance that you don't want to answer questions. When I have read about parliamentary procedure, you are required to be polite, and I believe you'll miss the apology. And lumping all of your answers at the end of a meeting is confusing, and BS is not an answer. I was just recently denied access to an open board of review meeting, and it just goes to show you that there is secrecy, non-transparency going on at this township. Regarding the roundabout, myself and others don't believe we should waste taxpayer dollars on a second roundabout. The first was not necessary, and we helped pay for their rock mistake. Roundabouts are meant to solve four-way stop issues. Flint Township refused one at court and died. And really, we should not be taxed for their mistakes. And a second roundabout, which impedes Grand Lake flow of traffic, and Morris Road South is not a primary road. Roundabouts are meant for intersections like Linden and Grand Lake Road, four-way stops that become crowded. I read that Great Britain, who started roundabouts, is going to take them out and install traffic lights instead. Maybe we're behind the times. And not all that almost $1 million earmarked for that roundabout is earmarked for that roundabout. I've read that 600 plus is earmarked by the feds, and then there's $300,000 in the county plus Gaines Township contribution. I don't think we should spend our tax dollars on this roundabout, and others don't either. My neighbor pointed out that Grand Lake and Duffield is a four-way stop, and has a serious history of accidents is more suitable for a roundabout. And I got a budget copy of the budget a few days before the budget meeting, and then I got one at the budget meeting, and they're different. They have the same date on them, but they're different. Why is that? How do I look at it and know which is which. Thank you for your help.